Personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando. The coach, he'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
First down now, but that clock rolling. On play action, here's Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. Oh, able to avoid him. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it. And his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Carr's throw going to be taken in by Cole. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Here's Carr. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 7 yards, the pickup there. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. Carr to throw for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not?
They'll run now with Gaskin, and he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Gaskin again on second down. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Tua, the final shot before half. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Benogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And to the left side here, Wilson. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Here's Gaskin. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Adams.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
So they're able to build on things here with a field goal, but the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question because the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So, yes, tight game. He'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A quick slant to Hill. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And to give this time to the tailback. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Teron Armstead, Pro Bowl tackle, called for the penalty there. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Now a short one to Gesicki. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Tua throwing here, complete to Gaskin. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
And he stopped immediately there. Now we will pause for the injury. That's the wide receiver, Tyreek Hill. Hill a little slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Now Tua. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. The 30. 10. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. But how about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. On the return, here's Hall. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So Carr and the Raiders now down 14-10. A little under 2.5 to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. On play action, it's Carr. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. And not
trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for Miami, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis.
Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. A check on the numbers a week ago for Waller. 4 catches, 69 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Carr now to throw. Looking deep for Adams. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers for him from a week ago. 18 carries, 81 yards.
And well liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. He juked him. And some room to roam now. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big game that time for the Chargers. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try the air now with Herbert. Over the middle to Beckham. And a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. The 40. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. John Hightower now from his end zone. And he'll get this just up past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call.
into your team.
Come on, baby, we gotta do our job. We gotta do our job, man.
This is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Herbert now. He'll get this to Eckler. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A handoff, it's Eckler. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Now a 2nd down and 6. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And Mike Williams was a 1,000-yard receiver in 2019 and had to battle through some bumps and bruises in 2020. He's known for his big plays downfield, but he also can make the dependable catch as well.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against